Hi there. Let's talk about olive branches. Leaders offer olive branches. Everyone messes up. Leaders, our teams. Relationships become fragile and conversations become stilted. Highly functioning work gets interrupted. It's real, it's life, and it's human. It takes leadership, courage, and wisdom to navigate these waters, to offer an olive branch, and to bring the team back together. It falls apart when we bury our heads, when our egos get in the way. It fails when we don't forgive, when we become stubborn and we get stuck. It is a leader who offers the olive branch. It is leadership that recognises the needs of a team, that brings the honesty to the table. A true leader brings up the difficult conversations, lifts the rocks from the river, and puts them on the table to talk about. A credible leader creates an environment where honest and safe conversations can happen and life can restart again. It is a leader who stops the bus and resets the journey and puts people back in the right seat. It has the honest and direct and gentle conversations. It's the leader that comes back to the vision and realigns the strategy and agenda. All of these are olive branches. Olive branches that reach across the rocky paths and guides people back to that path. A leader puts their own agenda aside, their need to be right, and their drive to pull the team together, and really does that. A leader faces conflict, not with anger and power and not with aggression. A leader faces conflict with commitment, accountability for themselves and their role in the challenge, and with a problem-solving and solution focus. As teams grow and move, we have to expect muddy waters. Stoll and Fink tell us that teams form, norm, storm, reform, and then we perform. We know this. In the storming phase, we can fail and stop, and our teams can fall apart. And if we stop, it can stop any reform and performance if the leader fails to lead at that critical point. Argyris tells us to look at ourselves first when things fail, and then to others. Lencioni says effective teams need conflict before we can commit. And Brené talks about rumbling with vulnerability. In short, this is leadership. The people side of leadership is the hardest part, the most demanding and the most rewarding. It is what leadership is about. And carrying the olive branch is what makes leaders a leader. Leaders let people fall safely. Leaders help teams reflect and learn, and then do whatever it takes to bring them back together and to grow again. If your team is falling, own it. Recognize it. Step in. Get close. Speak up. Be vulnerable. Pick up the pieces. Shake them about and rebuild. Revision. Refocus. And jump back into the arena with your team. This is what great leaders do. Be great.